the most violent year on record in Jefferson County. WDRB sits down with Louisville's police chief and mayor to ask why and what needs to be done.
What's important is that people get behind the plan that we have and support that plan. Now's not a time when people should be second-guessing or blaming.
Shoulder to shoulder in a show of support for a Bardstown family who's endured more than most can imagine. We will show you how the community paid the respects to Tommy Ballard.
The tree is lit and Santa has arrived. We'll take you to all the highlights of Light Up Louisville.
And he's one fast food restaurant worker that no one should mess with. How this started and ended.
Everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Adrienne Flores.
And I'm David Scott. Jefferson County reaches a new record for homicides, and it came on of all days, the holiday when we give thanks. And the gunman or gunmen are still on the loose tonight.
Police now say 7 people were shot, 2 of them killed yesterday during some kind of dispute at Shawnee Park. It came during the Juice Bowl, a family football Thanksgiving tradition in another part of the park. 26-year-old Michael Carter and 32-year-old William McGee were both killed.
There were many people out there, and we've talked to many people, so we welcome additional information. We need additional help, but I know that our community will help step up and do what's right.
Police won't say if there was more than one shooter, only that whoever was shooting was with an outside group.
Meanwhile, the group behind the Juice Bowl, the West Louisville Urban Coalition, says yesterday's violence will not keep that tradition from continuing. In fact, the group says those kinds of events are going to help turn things around in the city.
I mean, if we got to get more police to put up there, we will. If we got to stop the bikers from running up there, we will. So if we got to separate the whole thing, we're going to do that. But for someone to come and talk about the Juice Bowl and the history of it to just kill it, we ain't going for it.
Organizers also say the Juice Bowl is an event for the entire city and not just the West End, and that in the decades that it's been going on, there's never been a fight connected to the event itself. Now, Mayor Fisher and LMPD Chief Steve Conrad right there spoke with WDRB's Jessica Bard about the Thanksgiving Day violence.
People were kind of looking for leadership last night, and do you think that you gave the appropriate leadership last night?
Well, we put out numerous statements last night, which I think was important and set the tone for the event. And the investigation was ongoing as well. The important thing is that we have a plan. We continue to work the plan. We bring in federal resources to ask them to take a look at our plan. They all give us the same kind of advice, which is to keep doing what you're doing, double down, bring the community in as well. So, I mean, this is one with day-to-day efforts, not big speeches or big pronouncements. It's hard work. If it was easy, it would already be done.
Chief Conrad, this question is for you. What are concrete examples of things that you're doing and your department is doing to decrease these crimes?
You know, we have been coming at violent crime in our community from 3 basic directions. First and foremost, almost 50% of the shootings we've seen have been happening in about 11 neighborhoods in our community. No one wants to have their neighborhood labeled, but we consider these neighborhoods hotspots, and we are focusing our patrol efforts in these 11 neighborhoods in particular. We are supplementing their work with members of the 9th Mobile Division who are focusing their efforts in on these neighborhoods as well. We have identified a number of people that we believe are involved in actually pulling the triggers or having someone else pull the triggers to further their criminal activities. We are working actively with our federal partners, the FBI, the DEA, the ATF, and the United States Marshal's Office, to try to arrest these people, to hold them accountable for the criminal activity that they're involved in. And the third thing that we're trying to do is focus more energy and more efforts on narcotics trafficking and to disrupt the narcotics trafficking that we're seeing in our city.
And you can see Jessica's entire video with the Louisville mayor and police chief. Just head over to our website.